Hey 143 fam, I am back. I am so grateful to be here. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that I had a 2-month long journey battling coronavirus. This intro is going to be a little bit longer than usual. I want to talk to you a little bit about some changes and some ideas I have for the channel, how I'd like to evolve things a little bit, the giveaway and how that's going to change. If you'd like to stick around and hear that, make sure you do. Otherwise, I have timestamps down below if you'd like to jump right to your reading. First of all, I'm just going to grab my little healing stone here. I am so grateful for your love and support during this time. It's been a very challenging couple of months for all of us, and I know that I'm not alone in that. Recovering from coronavirus has really been a game changer, a life changer, how I came into this year, and I know many of you are very much in alignment with this. It's just not the way my life looks or is at this point in time, but there's been a lot of personal growth and evolving through the last couple of months for me, more so than even usual. Is something that I've been very committed to my entire life, changing honestly from the inside out. Career, personal life, everything, and I want that to reflect here. What I'm going to be doing in terms of Instagram, in terms of giveaway, you know that I choose 2 winners each month. I know that I still owe a few of you a few past winners your free reading, and I promise you I'm going to get to that as soon as I get these videos out for June 1st. But what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to consolidate my Instagram accounts. So my Urban Soul Guru account, I'm probably going to close that. I'm not going to use that account anymore. I'll keep it open for a little while because I know many of you find me there and follow me there. But I'm consolidating with my primary account. So please switch over before I get rid of my old account. So the new my new Instagram, because I did change this. It used to be Tony Wrights Official. Now it's Tony Nielsen Official. I'll make sure I have that in the box below so you know how to find me. But please make that switch over. How this is going to impact my giveaway, I am still going to choose 2 winners. One winner will be chosen on YouTube, and this will apply to both winners. I'm going to choose a winner from YouTube and on Instagram if you follow me at Tony Nielsen Official. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video. If you follow me on both platforms, make sure you also let me know that you are a follower on Instagram so that I can find you, so that I can verify that. But I will choose one winner here. Again, subscribe, leave me a comment below your video. Winners are always notified at the very end of the month. So both rounds of videos, my first of the month videos and my 15th and my mid-month videos, I go through all comments and I choose winners. Whoever Spirit says needs it the most, I choose it, I reach out to you, and we connect that way. Now, another change that I would like to incorporate into Channel 143 is my music. You guys know that I'm a professional songwriter. I started out as a recording artist like a really long time ago. I was really young. Transitioned to being a songwriter. I write music for people all over the world. But during this time, I've recommitted to my own music again. I've written an entire album. It's a piece of work that I am incredibly proud of. And I'd like to start incorporating music into the channel. None of this is going to happen until Venus goes direct and we're out of shadow, period, because it's not the best time to launch something new. These are just ideas. But I would love to hear how you feel about that. How would you feel about me incorporating some other aspects of my life and my passions? And I mean, music to me is another modality of healing. But how do you feel about that? How do you feel about some of these changes? Please let me know in the comments. I do take your comments and your feedback to heart because this is our community, not just my channel and not just my community. But with all of that said, I know this is getting quite long. I just want to say that I love you all. I know we're going through a hard time. Add Venus retrograde on top of all of that. And I know I'm not the only one who's had a difficult couple of months. It looks like we're still going to have a difficult couple of months ahead, but I promise you there's a lot of positivity here. And Spirit has already shown me how some of these positive little bright spots and light at the end of the tunnel, how that's going to come up maybe a little quicker and maybe in areas of our lives where we're not expecting it right now, because we are still, at least in New York City, we're still quarantined here at the end of May, because things are just not going back to normal. But that's also going to open the door to so many other opportunities, so many other blessings if it's something that you're open to. So we're going to take a look at June 1st. Geminis, you know, I'm a Gemini sun. I promised myself that I would be healed for Gemini season. My birthday's in 2 days, the 31st. By the time I release this will probably be June 1st. We did it, Gems. I kicked Corona's ass so I could be back for our season. Your support means the world to me. 143 fam, thank you again for everything. Now let's jump into your readings. Let's see what is in store for June. Hey Aries, this reading is for Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then love. I love timestamps down below. Aries, general overview, June 2020. Aries, general overview, June 2020. Aries, thank you all if you did listen to the intro. I know it's very long, not my usual, but a lot of info I wanted to share with you there. And just excitement for being back. I really missed all of you so much. Thank you for your love and support over the last couple of months. Ooh. The flame burns brighter. The flame burns brighter. That's more passion, or passion being reignited. Passion for life. Aries, I'm going to do a little bit of a different spread. Passion, a lot of passion. Could it be passion for someone? This is your situation throughout the month of June. Relationships. Spirit saying relationship with self. You may have so much passion to change your life that you will only commit to you and self-love and self-growth at this time. I do feel like a big catalyst for this is something ending, a life ending, a relationship ending, job, like old life ending. This is somebody stepping out of the tunnel, of the struggle, of somebody stepping into the light at the end of the tunnel. But a lot of self-love here. Okay, crossing relationship, and this is your challenge, is create a project. What do you actually want to be doing with your life? What do you want the next chapter to look like? You are rewriting something right now. Things are not going to go back to any sort of normalcy. That's a good thing. How are you going to rewrite your script? What is your story? What do you want your story to be? You get to write it. You get to tell it. Somebody needs to get back to like redeveloping. I'm hearing like identity. It's almost like realigning with soul purpose so that you are your most authentic self. Being motivated by creative people and creativity. Possibly a relationship with somebody creative, being able to open a door for you, being a muse for you. You may be that for somebody else. Let's pull a few outcome cards here. All right, I'm going to hold this up first. It's movement forward, but it's difficult. Something has ended. The change of direction probably feels forced for you. But have confidence in the new beginning and starting over and rebuilding. Even if it's not a true rebuilding, but it's a reshaping, it's an evolving. It's time to let go of something. Spirit's also asking, where do you want to go? Especially for those of us who've been quarantined, especially in smaller spaces and without yards. And where do you want to go? When quarantine lifts, even if it's months from now, even if it has to be 2021, where are you daydreaming of going? How can you fulfill that? But Spirit's also asking, like, where do you want to go in terms of life? That story that you're rewriting. Where do you want to go? What experience do you want to be having? how can you better your, I don't want to say better yourself, because I feel like you are very committed to personal growth at this time, but what are you not taking a risk on, or what in the past have you not taken a risk on? This feels very career focused. Is it something that you ask for, that you pray for, or you secretly sort of wish for, but you haven't had the confidence to take that leap of faith, that you just sort of didn't know where to begin, especially as it relates to a creative project, a creative endeavor, or just something off the beaten path, something not so stable? That's what Spirit's urging you to either get back to reinvent. That's this energy I'm getting. It's like a reinvention of self. Don't be afraid to do that. Have confidence, because you are being supported by universe, but there is change and it feels abrupt. But it's interesting though. I am getting this energy of travel for you. It may just be daydreaming about travel, but I am seeing some of you finally being able to travel. So where do you want to go? If you can just pick a place on the map, like where is it? Manifest that. Bottom of the deck, this is inner child healing. This goes hand in hand with that relationship with self. You may still be doing some inner child healing. I also feel like there's a lot of joy around connecting with children at this time. It makes all the heaviness in the world a little bit easier to deal with. And if not easier to deal with, it burns that flame a little brighter, that passion. It like reignites that passion, because you want your children to live in a safer world. Because you want to, one, take care of your own children, and you want children in general to have a better experience than maybe what we're experiencing right now. This is also child energy too, so let me hold these up. It's a lot of child energy here. Yes, inner child for sure, but somebody is motivated because of children. You may be making a change in your life because of your own children, or a change to start working with children. There's definitely a lot of child energy here. The necessity to be around children. Possibly, this is the stork, bringing the baby to somebody. Where are we going to go, right? To you. Some of you are calling a soul into your life. It's the change in direction, starting a family, and that may not make sense to you with everything going on in the world. It may not be planned, but there is like a hidden blessing here. Or you may already know that you have a baby on the way, and you're so concerned. Like there's definitely concern around children. The Spirit is saying it motivates greater change for you. It's a catalyst for change on a personal level. It's a catalyst for you to make changes and use your voice for the greater good. It's a lot of fertile energy here though. So if that's something you want, I definitely see you being able to manifest it at this time. But fertile energy is also creativity too, okay? So let's see how all of this applies to love. Aries in love. June 2020. Aries in love. I just heard Aries have been holding it down. And that's true. That's very, very, very true for me in my life. My fire signs, especially Aries and Leos in my life over the last couple of months, have been such a huge support system. But I'm feeling that for you. So as we're tapping into this love energy, you may need to be a support system for somebody dealing with some sort of breakup or hardship. You may be a support system to the one that you love. But I feel like you have been extending a lot of support. You don't necessarily feel drained. It doesn't feel like an overabundance. It feels like there's a good balance there. But I feel like you are still needed right now, Aries, and you're doing a really beautiful job. One more shuffle. I'll pull cards for you. Aries in love, June 2020. Okay, your situation and love for June. Calling in a soulmate. Soulmates are calling you. You're calling soulmates, but this feels beautiful. This feels, this soulmate energy actually feels a little more trustworthy than what I've picked up for other signs. Venus is retrograde, so you're going to want to be careful about new partners showing up or anybody coming back from the past. Take your time with that. old people coming back into the picture. It might just be a karmic lesson that needs to be learned. And then when Venus goes direct at the end of the month, they may step out of the picture. So if it's something you're open to, be open, but just don't get too attached right now. But there's something else going on here. Yeah, crossing this, okay? Your challenge, romantic feelings. I feel like somebody may have feelings for a soulmate, and they're afraid to express their feelings. This doesn't necessarily feel like you. This is like a partner. Someone has feelings for you, and they don't know how to tell you. They may be a little intimidated. This could also be the person that you're holding things down for. Could it be a friend or a coworker or someone seeing your strength, and they just had this sort of like wow moment of like what a phenomenal. They knew you were a great person, but there's just something extra now. There's extra gratitude, there's extra appreciation. For those of you doing that for someone in love, this is strong for somebody. They just may not know how to tell you. There may be some missed connections here. Someone calling, trying to tell you how they feel, and a miscommunication comes up. Exercise some patience. That's Venus retrograde. Okay, yeah. So outcome cards here: separation, codependence, release your ex. I think some of you are just helping. I think you may be helping somebody through a separation with possibly a codependent partner. Okay, someone's been suffering, you've been a support system, but if you feel like this is you, why I'm feeling this in particular being so positive is because it feels new. Yes, it could be a reconciliation, but I'll be honest with you, this feels lighter. This feels like somebody showing up without baggage, somebody that you don't have to forgive, somebody that can show up and you can be in your feelings and honor them and own them, and maybe even be a little shy about it and be a little intimidated, or they can be a little intimidated of you. This feels light. This feels light, but it feels like light energy after something really, really difficult has happened. It's not to say there can't be some rekindling, but for more of you than not, it's releasing the ex. It's releasing the ex because of the codependence. This card sitting between release your ex and separation is someone who's been grieving, someone who's stuck in their thoughts, someone who's staring out, out into the world, trying to collect their thoughts, trying to figure out why this even happened. Again, you could be the support system for somebody for sure at this time. A possible breakup because of addictions, a codependent partner for sure. But I am seeing you or whoever you're taking care of move from grief to processing thoughts with less grief, like healing, and they may not realize how much they've healed, finally being able to release the ex. Like I see that in stages: the separation, the codependence, but then the release your ex. There is a lot of progress throughout the month of June. I must feel like for some of you coming into the month of June, you're out of like the separation, dark night of the soul energy. Not for all of you, but for many of you who are having that experience. I also feel like you may be separated from a partner just because of quarantine and what's going on, and it may be triggering codependence. You may be seeing that a partner's codependent, and you're like, how did I miss that? Or, I have all this energy now that I'm not with you. So what do I do with this clarity? Like I see somebody like really thinking through a situation, really being very self-aware, being very honest about what's showed up in love and how they're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. That may eventually lead to closing the door completely because you actually see that you're better off. Again, Aries, you may be helping somebody go through this process, okay? Bottom of the deck, you deserve love and trust. Trust in this process. You deserve love that is trustworthy. If somebody broke your heart and they weren't trustworthy, Spirit is trying to call in somebody else at this time. I'm telling you, this just keeps jumping off my table. This is somebody new. For the majority of you, this is somebody new. If it's not somebody new, they're calling up and they're ready to start a new chapter with you, a new experience. But for more of you than not, you're in your feelings about somebody new, and that could also trigger a partner to go into like dark night of the soul. Okay, you may be having that experience, especially if you expected someone to come back and they didn't. that could be very triggering at this time. I don't know, Aries. This energy comes through as you've gone through hell and you're processing, or you've processed, now you're closing the door for good. You're moving on with your life. Someone here is moving on with their life. They're moving on with new love. They're moving on with lighter energy. There's just something more beautiful about this, much more healed. So if you come into the month still grieving and feeling heavy emotions, I don't see you going into July feeling that. I really don't. I see something light and beautiful showing up here. All right, Aries. Thank you all for being here and for your support throughout the last couple of months. I love you all so much. I'm going to make myself available for emergency readings and emergency sessions only because I'm just getting back into the swing of things, okay? But I am here if you need me. Reach out. I'll be back mid-month for your mid-month love readings. But in the meantime, Aries, I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. I'll see you back here soon. Ciao.